6:30. First cup of coffee for today, and it is just a collagen half and half stevia with my little hand blender again. This is going to become really redundant because there are a few habits that I have, and the first and foremost is collagen coffee. 7:47. I've almost finished my first cup of coffee. Need to finish that up. I've gone through and whipped up a little bit of peanut butter here with some coconut oil, peanut flour, and a little bit of powdered up erythritol. No real recipe. I just kind of mix it till I like the flavor. This is my wonderful white blender bread that was in the freezer. So I'm going to make some toast with peanut butter and in here frozen. So I'm only going to use about a tablespoon, maybe less, between the two slices of bread. And also I wanted to tell you that the way that I did that peanut powder, or made that peanut butter, I typically don't follow a recipe for that sort of thing. Just kind of do it however I feel like having it that day. But I would say that today I probably followed a 1-2-3 ratio. So 1 part gentle sweet, 2 parts peanut flour, and then 3 parts coconut oil to get it the consistency I wanted it. And I softened up that coconut oil first, not to where it was like liquid, but to where it was like mashable. And then I just mashed in my peanut powder and my gentle sweet. And today I did, I used my part as being a tablespoon, and I still have a ton of this stuff. It's great. I love it. And because I'm using wonderful white blender bread, that's going to be my protein source for today for breakfast. My peanut butter here is going to be my fat. I'm not having any veggies this morning because I really don't want to get out of pan and saute up spinach. I really don't. So I'm not going to do that this morning for breakfast, and I'm hopeful that this toast and peanut butter will hold me. I think I'm going to have 1 more cup of coffee since I've only had the one. But yeah, peanut butter on toast. 8:08, second cup of coffee, ready to go. Now today I really mean to be very intentional with my food choices. I hopped on the scale yesterday and it was down. So I was pleased with that. And I know there are multiple factors about that, and I've got them in my mind, and I'm going to keep those in mind because I need to stay focused. And so I've already had a full tumbler of water and 1 cup of coffee and that toast. Now I'm going to have this second cup of coffee, and I've got my next tumbler of water ready to go, so I can just be sipping on that all day long. And I tend to go through periods of like not drinking anything, and then all of a sudden I guzzled down like 2 tumblers worth of water. So I'd like to avoid that today and just kind of slowly sip on water all day long just to keep myself well hydrated. And yeah, so we're gonna go kickstart our lessons, and I'll come back to you whenever I've got something else to eat. So it is now 12:15, and I've got my third tumbler of water. This right here is a bed of romaine and spinach leaves that I've cut up. It's got some red bell pepper on there, some of the, like those little baby peppers. It has 2 hard-boiled eggs that I have cut up, and that's probably 1/3 of a cup of cottage cheese. I drizzled on some apple cider vinegar. I sprinkled on some salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Over here I've got one of my psyllium husk rolls. That one is made with almond meal, and I do have a bit of butter in there, if I can open that up. Good heavens. And so this is the last of my Easter vegetables, which was roasted rutabaga and sweet potatoes. This all together is a definite crossover. This is straight up S. The eggs, because of the yolks being in there, that has higher fat content. And then I did use a tiny bit of olive oil, or no, I didn't. I used avocado oil on these. And so all of this fat together definitely puts me into crossover territory. But that's my lunch. All right, so it is 3:07. The baby is fussy, and It's hard to tell, but it is literally snowing again. Again. So I have made myself another collagen coffee. This makes number 3 for today. And the only thing that I've had since my lunch that I showed y'all was some more water. I think I have drunk 2 more tumblers full of water, and I've lost track of how many that is for today, but I am crushing it when it comes to water. All right, everybody, it is 5:31, and we are having some dinner. Tumbler full of water. This is the psyllium husk roll recipe and made into burger buns with a little bit of cheese, mayonnaise, and an egg, like scrambled eggs that I have kind of made into a circular shape to kind of make our own version of egg sandwich. Some spinach, a little sprinkle of cheese, and then homemade ranch dressing. And this is dinner. All right, it is 7:19 and I'm kind of hungry right now and feeling snacky. So what I've done is I have taken my muffin in a mug master recipe and just made this little vanilla cake. And then I whipped up some heavy whipping cream with nothing in it, literally no stevia, no nothing. And then I took this, which is Jared approved chocolate, which is just my version of skinny chocolate. And I melted that up, and then I just drizzled it across the top, and this looks delicious, and just I'm super pumped to get this in my face. So it is the end of the evening for us. It is, what is it, like 8 o'clock? And after having that vanilla mug cake that I made from my Muffin in a Mug Master, all I did was I followed my Muffin in a Mug Master and did it as an S, and instead of adding eggnog like I did in that video, I just did plain almond milk, and then I used vanilla extract to make it vanilla. I gotta swap hands here. And so that filled me up quite well, and I am feeling very satisfied now, and I don't think I'm gonna eat anything else for the rest of the night. Gosh, this light is like killing me here. And I don't think I'm going to eat anything else for the rest of the night, which is a good thing. I think stopping eating now is a wise decision. The only thing I'll probably have after now is going to be more water. And I do keep one of my tumblers of water next to my bed at all times, just because you never know in the middle of the night whenever you're just going to feel parched. And with nursing Lauren in the middle of the night, that's pretty frequent, actually, that I feel parched in the middle of the night. So anyway, thanks a lot for coming along on VEDA day 3. It is the 3rd, right? And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.